Okay, so today we're talking about the midpoint formula. And so I went ahead and I already wrote down what that formula is, so it's right here on the page. You're going to take the x value from your first point, add it to the x value of your second point, divide that whole thing by 2. That's how we get our x midpoint value. And then the same thing for the y's. My y value for my first point plus the y value for my second point, all divided by 2. And again, that's how we get our y midpoint value. Okay, so we're going to do number 1 and number 2 together. So this first one, number 1, we only want our x value. So here's my first point, here's my second point. Remember when we talk about points, x comes first. So I'm only looking at these two x values. So I'm just going to use this part of my formula. So it says the x value for my first point. So first point x value 1 plus the x value from my second point. So second point x value 4. And that whole thing is divided by 2. So then you can type that whole thing into that Desmos calculator or any other calculator you have, and we get 2.5. So there's my answer. And again, we don't even have to do anything with the y's because it only wanted the x value from our midpoint, and that's it. Okay, so let's go through number 2 now. So I'm going to use this same formula, x value of my first point plus the x value of my second point, all divided by 2. And then same thing for the y values, y value of the first point plus y value of the second point, all divided by 2. So here's my first point, here's my second point. Just a reminder, x value is first, so I'm just looking at these two values. Oh, I'm sorry, let me go back on that. My fault. We're only looking for our y value. Make sure we read the problem. So I'm only looking for this y value midpoint. So those are the only ones I need. So I'm going to use this half of the formula now, again, just because I only need that y value. So it has the y value from my first point. So y value first point 2 plus the y value from my second point. So second point y value 6. And that whole thing divided by 2. So again, I can type that whole thing into the calculator. You can do PEMDAS, but I would just type the entire thing in, and we'll get 2 plus 6 over 2 gives us 4. So there is my y value for the midpoints between those 2 points, positive 4. Okay, so there's the first 2 problems. Again, you can pause, rewind, watch this video again. That's why it's nice that it's on YouTube. And you just have to get those next 6 problems done on your own.